All right, guys. We need to talk. I can't do it anymore. Okay. So I wake up, I cry. I'm crying all day. At night, I go to bed and I cry all night. There's a coordinated plot against me. Everywhere I look, somebody's looking at me. You know what I mean? What is that about? Like, I'll go to in a store. I'll just be like walking down the street, and I'll see a guy. He looks right at me. Like, what is that? Did I say you could look at me? Who the fuck are you to look at me? All these people that are like, I'm trying to talk to about this, but this is an ongoing problem many years now. And, I'll try to talk to somebody about it, and they'll be like, but who? What do you mean? And I'm like, are you part of this? Like, what do you mean who? Why do I have to have a specific person, that I'm saying is giving me an issue when it's like, it's so obvious everywhere. Everywhere I go, somebody's like, can I help you? I'll walk into a store, they'll go, can I help you? Like, what the fuck, dude? Can I help you? Like, what, first of all, are you trying to say, like, look helpless? It's another gaslighting thing that people do? Oh, I look helpless, apparently. Okay. Like, what's that about? Well, how about can I help you, pal? Can I help you? I could be being gang stalked. I don't know. Because, like, wherever I go, there's somebody there. What's that about? And I know I'm, like, in a populated area. I'm not going to dox myself because I know my enemies would love that. Okay? Sometimes I'll hear messages, I guess, coming from, I don't know where, telling me to do things. Sometimes even see, like, little visions or, like, there'll be somebody in the corner and he'll be waving me over like, hey, I got to tell you something. And then the next second he's gone. What kind of program had they updated? Like, maybe now they have the technology to update the program to mess with me. And, I might have like a royal bloodline or something that I'm part of that I didn't know, like, because they really, keep upping the ante with some of this stuff. Just know that I'm not going to lay down and just accept this anymore. Okay. It's like anybody, like, if somebody even says, like, how are you? Or can I help you? Have a nice day in the store. Like, what? I know what you mean by have a nice day. Okay, I know you're saying that as a joke because you know that I'm being gang stalked, and you know that like, I'll look around, I'll see a guy looking. He's obviously trailing me, because why would he be behind me? There's other spots on the sidewalk. I mean, a lot. I mean, people, like, are very, and I don't know. Maybe this is part of their program too, where I'm, like, talking about all this stuff, and somebody's like, I mean, they're probably just going about their day, or they weren't, making excuses for these people. Like, why wouldn't you, first of all, why wouldn't you immediately kind of believe me and go, like, you know, but it's always like, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? That's probably a code phrase, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe they're trying to like, you know what? Because I do have some memories of being in MK Ultra Ultimate, which was the program after MK Ultra. But this was an even more advanced MK Ultra that was more ultra. It was more ultimate than. And, like, so I'm guessing when they say, like, are you sure about that? They're expecting me to, like, do something like a Manchurian candidate. Like, I don't know, but I just kind of look back at it and I'm like, that I kind of show my power to them. I call it an energy attack because I'm looking right at them and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not doing your thing that you think I'm gonna do. So yeah, like I said, I was part of that program, and so, like, I just have vague memories of it because I guess I disassociated, and one of my alters was in MK Ultra Ultimate, and he was my alter Walter, and that was, when I'm Walter, I'm like just a good little soldier boy, and I'm just going along with the program, and I do everything they want. I don't know why, I wish I could. I'm working on trying to not do Walter anymore. I'm trying to reintegrate all my personalities, and that actually gives me more power. I can go into another personality. Maybe one of them knows like karate, okay? Because, not I was in deep ops, it's called, okay? Like I was after I did the Ultra Ultimate, I went on to do many other programs, including wet work, if you know what I mean. High profile targets I would take out. Anybody. Sometimes just with karate. You know, my fists are basically weapons. Like, I know that's maybe a joke, like, oh, my fists are like registered as weapons. Mine actually are. So, like, it's not a ha joke to me. The thing is, I can't remember any of the karate because I'm guessing because I can't access that personality. I don't remember a lot of the ops that I did, but I'm assuming that's because my other personalities kept it hidden from me, and I wish they would stop. Like I tell them a lot, like to please tell me, so I can know those skills and stuff. I did, well, let me just tell you guys, we have a lot of technology that, if you've seen it in a movie or a show, we already did it. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I've met many different species and speci of alien. And, obviously we only use 10% of our brain. That's kind of something everybody knows. Well, I know more than that because that's how you access psionic ability. That's how you access part of one of the high bloodlines. And, they must be sending psychic spies. That's what I'm assuming when I see people that other people can't see. And I hear voices that other people can't hear. Well, when you've been trained in psi abilities, that is one thing you can do. It's not a mental illness or whatever people want to say. That's another gaslighting thing they do. They say like, "Oh, are you schizophrenic or something?" Like that sounds like a problem, hearing voices and seeing people. Have you thought about talking to somebody? I mean, yeah, I've talked to many entities. Have you talked to the High Elder Council of the Space Federation? I don't think so. Can you throw your thought wherever you want? Like I can go inside the Pope's, well, rest in peace, but the new one. I knew he was going to pass because I was mentally communing with him before his pass, before he went on Easter and did his last thing. I actually was part of the to help him pass to the other side, basically. Many of the world's governments were involved with that. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't be saying this and putting this out in a video, but come at me, bro. I know many moves and many spin kicks that I can kind of throw at you if you want to come for me and do that. If you want to go ahead and do that, that's why I tell a lot of people like that I'll see looking at me, like sizing me up in public, like they'll be in the grocery store and I'll be like, "Oh, excuse me," and trying to like acting like they're just trying to get by. "Oh, I'm trying to get by to get something." Hey buddy, listen. You don't want to do this, okay? Hey, just a little tip for you. Might want to just not do this right now. I don't want to have to hurt you, okay? And I don't even have to physically do anything. I can mentally throw energy at someone, And, people out there might be doubting, everybody likes to pretend to be skeptical, I like to say, because I'm sure a lot of people were counseled on what, how to gaslight me into saying my story isn't real. A lot of times I'll go out and I'll film myself going in public. So I have a record of people stalking me, gang stalking me. Okay? So no, you're gonna be on camera, okay? You on camera. I take my phone out, I start recording right away. So those people know, I know you're following me. I'll say right to them, I know you're following me, okay? You on camera. You like that? You on camera now. How about that? Have it on video. You know, it could go viral and you could be a hero. Like that, you know, just so like, you know, don't fuck with me. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not doing this, meaning, you know, and you don't want to mess with me, like I said, you don't want to do this. You know, you don't want to cross me. Like, it's that simple. Like it's a tip from me. I'm actually helping you because you don't want to fuck with me.
You don't want to fuck with me.